So, have you seen Gone Game 1? So, Gone Game. Sorry, I can't hear you. Okay, so Gone Game 1 was about a family called the Gujral family, which the father is Sanjay Kapoor, mother is Rukhsar ma'am, and then they have two kids. One is Arjun, that is being played. Arjun is playing Sahil Gujral's character, and Amara Gujral is Shweta, and Arjun's wife is being played by Shriya, that is Suhani Gujral. And I play Arjun's friend, who is a doctor. My name is Pratik Jindal. And then there is another cop, not a cop, another guy played by Debuda. So what happens is Arjun comes up with an idea of making a lot of money, and he shares it with me, and I reluctantly agree to it, and then he's able to scam and take that money, and he disappears. And once he disappears, then the suspicion is on me and Shriya, that's his wife. And we both get arrested and we are interrogated and all that. The entire family is also interrogated. So the whole thing is that whether Arjun has done it himself or whether the whole family is involved in it, whether they all knew, and Arjun has died. But in the end of the first season, I say that Arjun has not died, Arjun is alive, but no one listens to me. I say that this was his plan, he is not supposed to die, he has not died. But all the proof is that he has died. So second season continues from there, where we are still in jail and we are being interrogated and all, and we come out, and then there are things that happen, that whether Arjun is alive, not alive. If he is alive, where is he? Where is he? What is he doing? Is the entire family involved? So then things start getting, you know, uh, opening up also and getting more complex also. So it's a thriller. So it's going to be like that.
Last 2 years, people were waiting for the Bond game. So, in the first season, when we talk about it was shot in the pandemic, you guys faced lots of problems. This season, when we have seen the trailer, whole people were wearing masks. So, it was also shot during the pandemic, or it
No,
was.
no, no. Second season is completely short now. So it was a post lockdown. Pandemic is still there, but lockdown wasn't there. So first season we shot all of these, all the whole entire series in our houses with our phone cameras and all. Second season we have shot properly, like with film equipment and with people and production and locations and all. So yeah, but I think Gone Game, the way it worked in the first season is not because of the fact that it was self-shot. वैसे तो a lot of people did a lot of work with their own cameras during the pandemic. A lot of small films and all were made in houses and all, but not everything has worked. So what has worked is where the content is great. So I think Gone Game's content was very good, and that's why it has worked. In second season, although we have shot it completely professionally, but the content is great. So I don't think the how it has been shot makes any difference.
And now the case went for the CBI. Tell us something about it, and tell
Yeah,
us.
so now the Sahil is missing. It's being assumed he's dead. I am adamant about the fact that he's not dead. He's alive. So that's a suspense. And what has happened? How the money has been? How he has disappeared? How the plan has worked? And in this season, there is Suhani also gets shot. Suhani Gujral. So then the CBI takes up the investigation, and CBI investigation is being led by. Herline. Why am I thinking Jasleen? Sorry, Herline. Yeah, it's being led by Herline. So she has a very important role to play this season. A very important character. So I think it'll add to the story, because in the first part there was no such. No such representation from the law enforcement agencies. But this time there's a proper CBI person.
Will this CBI will solve this case? Because we
I
know
can't. I can't tell you that.
in the real life CBI takes make much time.
Yes, I
So
can't tell you that whether she'll be solving it, not solving it, whether the final culprit will be caught or not. I can't tell you that. That's for you to watch. But she definitely has a very significant role.
and after the trailer got released of Game Gone Game 2, what kind of response you are getting from the fans?
See, from the trailer, the response has been great, because Gone Game One had a, has is a brand now, because it worked. So since it worked, so there are people who are actually waiting to watch Gone Game Two, and I think the trailer is very slick and very intriguing. So definitely, but nowadays. You know, what I have observed is that almost all the projects, be it web or be it films or the trailers are great. Everyone is making great trailers, and so many times. So I have been fooled looking at a trailer and thinking that wow, what a trailer. But then the film or the project doesn't turn out to be like that. It has happened with me, but I can assure you that Gone Game, as much intriguing the trailer is, the main product is also going to be intriguing and very thrilling and very gripping.
Sir, talking about your Gone Game season 1, sir. From season 1 to season 2, how was your journey? And do you think that the audience doesn't feel so much interested if season 2 comes, or like they does not feel connected to it? And so, what is the reason for it?
No, it's not that. I don't really think that is there is anything like that, because I feel, say for example, Mirzapur. Mirzapur season 2 is also a huge success, right? So I don't think it's that season 1, the way they've got connected, season 2 it doesn't happen. Yes, it happens that if there is any concept which is very new and very fresh and very different, so season 1, the kind of novelty it has, season 2 it loses the novelty because you've already seen that. Like, so. I'll give you an example like Sacred Games. When it came, Sacred Games, we loved it. So season 2 was not made any bad, but because we had already seen that, the second season it doesn't excite us as much because we have seen that flavor. So that usually happens. But I think if you are able to, that's a challenge for makers. If you are able to carry the essence of the first season, but make a content which is very gripping and where it's engaging for the audience, so it doesn't matter if it's second season. Second season can actually be better than first season.
Do you think it's a big responsibility for the actors also to do well in the second season so that not only the makers but the actors also do?
See, it's the responsibility of the actors to deliver every time, be it first season, second season, or 10th season. So, and once an actor gets into the character, then he knows what the character is and he'll behave according to the character. So, I think the subsequent seasons is more about the writing, because actor will remain in the, because it can't happen that in the first part if I have paid Pratik Jindal, second part I am suddenly not Pratik Jindal. So I will continue being Pratik Jindal, Suhani will continue being Suhani, because she's aware of how she has to play it. But it all depends on the content, and it all depends on the scenes and the story and how it is going.
And when the first season got end, it was written that second season is going to come.
Yeah.
So once you got to know about the second season, what was your thought process for that onwards?
No, I mean, uh, nowadays for every show we know that once a season is made, it is left in such a way that there can be chance of another one if it works. So Gone Game also we knew that if it works, then there will be chance, and very soon we came to know, because very soon it became very known that it has worked actually. So now for the second season, we only waited to see where they want to take the story. So the wait, this long period of wait was only because they were developing a story, like how to take the first season into the second season, what all is going to happen. So that was it. We knew it was going to happen. We were also curious as to what they are going to show in the second season. But we are very happy with whatever has been written and how we have been able to execute it. I think we are really happy about it.
And we have seen you doing different roles. This is especially I have seen this is the first time you are doing a trailer or like something. So especially when talking about you, what kind of roles do you love to do?
So this is not the first thriller. I've done many thrillers before, and so I have no specific, um, liking as to that I would want to this kind of role. Or I mean, I could do something funny. I could do something very intense. I could do something very social. I can do something very sad or very happy. But because I mean every actor has a personality, and he or she would feel more comfortable doing some role because it's closer to their personality. So I feel the more intense, um, silent kind of characters are easier for me to play because I'm a person like that. But that doesn't mean that I can't play anything else. But yeah, but if you ask me what is your comfort zone, that is because of the person I am, so that becomes my comfort zone.
And
So talking about your character in the previous series in Broken News, you have played a lover of who loves Sonali Bendre, but you can't admit.
Broken news. No, I can admit I am having an affair relationship properly with
So,
her.
but
I can't leave my wife.
yeah, you can't leave your wife.
Yeah.
And in India also we have seen that there was a problem in your marriage.
No, in Mithya there was no problem in my marriage.
There was a problem.
No, the problem was in Huma's marriage. Huma asks me that if my marriage is 100% perfect, and I say that no marriages can be 100% perfect. But I am not having an affair with Huma in Mithya. In Mithya, it's Huma who
But still you
thinks.
have got the liking.
No, I don't have any liking actually. If you see, I'm just a friend. It's only that Huma at one point of time fantasizes about a scene. But we actually do not have any relationship. We are just very good friends.
And how do you see the era of OTT? Like now you have explored many things in OTT. As an actor, how do you feel about the OTT? What do you want to say about it?
I think, I mean, it's a blessing for us, OTT,
Yeah.
really, because all actors, mostly I feel or assume that we all want to do cinema, because cinema is the best uh, canvas out there to, to express yourself artistically. But then there are how many cinemas being made? Number of cinemas is limited, and also there is a star system in movies, as we know. So the amount of actors or the number of actors you can absorb is limited. But since OTT has come, so there are so many OTT platforms, and there's so much of content being made, and they're long content, like 10 episodes, 8 episodes. So there are too many characters per show. So that opens up a huge opportunity for actors because more actors are getting absorbed in it. So I feel OTT, anyone who always wish to do quality work or do quality work in movies, not movies as such because bad movies also get made, but quality work in movies, but hasn't got so many opportunities as he or she would have liked. OTT is the saving grace. Like OTT gives you the same pleasure as it would to be acting in a film, or maybe sometimes more because OTT some stories are, I think, better than cinema. So,
Do you believe that it's now like the huge number? Because when we take the example of movie, a movie got released on Friday. By the Saturday, it's get the fully HD video will be there in the pirated website. I won't name that. Now the digital, we have this handset in our hand. We see it. So do you think after 5 years or like after 3 years, let's talk about shorter version. After 3 years, it will be the huge impact on the Bollywood also. In fact, all the OTT platforms.
matlab OTT will have an impact on Bollywood.
Huge
That's
impact.
OTT already has a huge
Yeah.
impact on Bollywood, but I still feel as a viewer, I can't talk about others. I can tell about myself. As a viewer, if I want to watch a film on screen, I will go and watch that film on screen. So, for example, when a Gangubai releases, I know that if I wait for 3 months, I'll be able to watch Gangubai on OTT. But I feel Gangubai needs a cinematic experience. Like for example, right now that Top Gun came, Maverick. I know that if I wait for some time, it will be on OTT. But I want to watch Maverick on the big screen. So I think cinema has its place. Like you can't, OTT can't replace cinema. The experience of cinema, you can't replace. But yes, uh, more viewing is going to happen through OTT, that's for sure. Now, if people are going to cinema to watch a movie they want to watch in this cinemas. So today, when a movie releases, no one runs to the cinema hall. But if a movie releases that people have been waiting for, and they especially want to go and watch in the movies cinema hall, they definitely do that. So I was talking to someone that day, and we were talking about some film, and you said I'm not getting time to watch it. I want to go and watch it in cinema halls. So there are films which you want to watch in cinema halls, but OTT will have an impact for sure.
So talking about you in person, do you find that you have worked in your dream role or still it's pending?
I do not have any dream role. I had a dream role, but that's in a Bengali. That was a Bengali character, and I fortunately I am actually shooting for it right now. So I have got that role, honestly, which I always wanted to play.
I would like to add one question. Any dream director would you love to work with? Like now you have worked with so many directors in Bengali also. In fact, in Hindi OTT platform. In future, who would love to
See, there are too many of them. Like, if you ask me, movies, cinema, the people who do, but I would want to work with Anurag Kashyap. I would want to work with Dibakar Banerjee, with Imtiaz Ali. With Farhan Akhtar is not directing much nowadays, but I loved his direction. I like Sudhir Mishra. Uh, I mean, I like Vishal Bharadwaj. Specifically, very present, I mean, very recently, one person who I would definitely want to work with, like, who suddenly is in my this thing, I just want to work with this guy, is Hansal Mehta. So after I saw Scam, and I thought that my God, I need to be a part of his team. So I don't know, whenever, fingers crossed, whenever I get the chance.
So, last one question, sir. What is the on-game season 2 USP? So, what according will attract the viewers?
I think it's the storyline. It's the whole content. It's how the script is written and the performances, that should be the USP of every project. That's what I feel. So Gone Game, I feel we are completely counting on the content. The content.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
and all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.